As we've been reporting, the RCMP says several hikers have been injured or killed in a rock slide in Banff National Park in Alberta. Officials say there were hikers on a trail in the Bow Glacier Falls area when the slide hit. Paramedics, rescue crews, and police rushed to the remote scene. At least 2 air ambulances have been deployed. Cell service in the area is limited. Alberta's Premier Danielle Smith has posted a message on social media saying she was saddened to hear about the tragic incident. Niclas Brundell was there with his wife, and we managed to run away. And Niclas joins us now. Thank you very much for joining us. You were there as the slide happened. Describe what you saw.
Yeah, me and my wife had just been up, kind of scrambling around up in that area, and we had heard 2 rock falls before, so we decided to kind of keep a little bit lower down. A place we thought would be safe because they were kind of small rock falls. And then all of a sudden we heard this much louder noise, and I turned around and I see basically a whole shelf of a mountain come loose, like something I've never seen before. Almost looked like a slab avalanche, but made of rock.
And you spend a lot of time in the outdoors, as I understand it, and live in that area. So let's just back up for a second. You heard some rock fall, and that was enough to kind of make you feel like you needed to kind of step away.
Yeah, so me and my wife, we had been, the main area where the rockfall fell is also kind of where everyone was hanging out near the water. And a few minutes before, maybe 10 minutes before the big rock slide, we had heard a smaller rockfall above where they were. And we both told each other, like, why is no one even looking at it? Like, people weren't even reacting. And people kept taking selfies and stuff, and both of us were taking it as a warning sign to at least like keep further away from the mountainside, so we have time to move away if anything happens.
We're looking at a picture now that you took. That this is after the slide, and give us a sense of how much, how big the area was, or how much rock fell. Anything you can do to describe the magnitude of this.
To me, it looked like at least like 50 meters wide and at least 10 meters deep. Just like really, really house-sized piece of rock coming loose. Like I've seen smaller flakes come loose, but nothing that's meters deep. It was just like, my wife thought that the whole mountainside was coming loose and that it was kind of pointless to run because she thought that the lake would come down. That's above there before the glacier, because it was just like so massive.
It must have been terrifying, Niclas.
Yeah, I've never seen anything like it. It's like you're seeing the cloud come behind us. We didn't know if we could actually outrun it or not. So we were just like, I was just yelling at her to like, go, 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 we need to run. And yeah, luckily we got out.
How many hikers were in this area before the slide?
I would say at least 20 people right in that main area. And
then after the slide, were you close enough that you could tell if any of those people got out?
No, we were pretty far out because we just kept running as far as we could because that cloud just kept coming towards us. And we wanted to go back and help, but seeing as we had heard multiple rock falls before, we just didn't feel like it was safe to go into that area again, and that like any help we could give is not going to be the same as Parks Canada can give when they come.
Yeah, of course. And do you have a sense of how long it was before rescue crews arrived?
Yeah, so I sent out a message with my satellite device at about 12:50, and at 2 o'clock I saw a helicopter come in. But the parks warden was at the Bow Lake before that to turn hikers around.
So, yeah, you know what? I should also double check with you the timing of all of this. So what time do you think the slide happened?
About 12:40.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. That's, I think the time we've had up until now was based on when the alert went out, which was probably based on the call that you did. So the slide happened at about 12:40 Mountain Time. And then once you and your wife were safely away from this, you made the emergency call. Were there other people around where you were? Other people who managed to escape at least to where you were?
Yeah, there were multiple people around that had, some hadn't gone in all the way yet, and some that had managed to run. I met two girls that had some scratches on their legs from the rocks, and they had heard the rock fall that we also heard that made us start moving away. But in the area we were, a lot of people instantly took up their satellite device or phone with a satellite on. So a lot of people tried to send rescue. Just the parks knew that it was like a big thing happening.
Niclas, you talked about the size of this slide. Maybe you can describe for us the magnitude in terms of the sound it made, and I don't know if there was a dust cloud, but just maybe describe that for us.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, at first it's just like just hearing it come loose. And then as it starts crashing down, it's just rumbling. And it started pushing a big dust cloud towards us. And for a while, we couldn't really see what was happening. Like, the scariest part was that that whole group underneath the waterfall just kind of disappeared into that cloud from me. So I couldn't really see what was happening. And then some rocks were coming out of the cloud, and then we were just far away enough when it started going away.
How are you feeling now? It hasn't been that long, and you've been through such a traumatic experience. How are you doing?
I mean, it's very surreal because both me and my wife are fine. We didn't get hit by a single rock, and we're just hoping everyone is okay at the site. It feels so weird not knowing what's going on over there. So, yeah.
Well, I appreciate the description. Happy, of course, that you and your wife managed to get away, and we all hope for the best for those who were caught in the slide. Niclas, thank you very much.
Thank you.